Master Tavern Keeper's History of the Old World.
Och, and so is that what this cult of Stromfels is all about then? Murder? Is he some aspect of Karnath, the blood god or something? Or perhaps some revenant of the ancient Norscan pantheon? They had deities like that, didn't they?
He is no dark god of chaos. However, you are not the first to level such claims at Stromfels. Many Mannonites, and their allies in the intelligentsia of the Empire too, have said as much, but, hand on heart, I do not believe so. And, as to him being an ancient Norse god, also, no. His followers are far too widespread, and in locations that had little to no Norse presence in the ancient period. I can, of course, completely see where you're coming from, but the truth of it is that the murderous rage of the followers of Stromfels is only aimed at very select groups that have antagonized his worshippers, rather than murder being the all-encompassing fundamental tenet of the religion. And as to the others who've said the same as you've just asked, well, let us say that it is in the interests of the cult of Manan to spread such rumours, besmirching the reputation of their great rival.
Oh, yeah. And then, who do the cult of Stromfels have their knives out for? Besides the cult of Manan.
Well, the more vocal spokespersons of the cult profess that their blades are only thirsty for the blood of 3 other groups in particular. The devotees of the Chaos Gods, the Sea Elves, and of course Manan's own hypocritical priests. They claim that, unlike the Berserkers of Norska or the Barbarians of the Chaos Wastes, they've no interest in spilling the blood of the layfolk of the old world.
Oh, yeah, I see. So they are good men and women then?
I definitely wouldn't go that far.
Ach, so you're saying that they're bad then? And if so, can I also be so presumptuous as to say that perhaps they are the antithesis of everything that this cult of Manan stands for? Surely they must be, to elicit such hatred in their rivals.
Good points. Very erudite, Master Alchemist. But actually, the truth is quite to the contrary. The overall beliefs of the devotees of Stromfels are actually intricately intertwined with that of the Mannonites, and, well, they share much in common. Most obvious, if somewhat superficial, amongst these is the shared use of the trident, the weapon of Manan and Stromfels. The cult of Manan use it to rally the faithful, but the priests of Stromfels employ it during their rituals of human sacrifice.
Oh, yeah. So that is why the one I saw in the painting was dripping with blood.
Indeed. Not only this, though. I have also heard tell that the trident is used when a priest of Stromfels engages in ritual combat, as part of a rite of passage, with one of the grey barbed sharks that frequent the Sea of Claws, an animal that they venerate and refer to as Stromfels Kitty. Well, at least according to my old shipmate, Pietra.
Look yonder, Septimus. The breath of Stromfels. The fog. The fog. Look, the fog is lifting. And yes, there it is. A fin. I knew it. Stromfels Kitty is hunting here. We'll harpoon no whales today.
But, alas, I know no more about the importance of this particular shark for the followers of Stromfels.
And so, what about the lightnings that I saw on the painting in the guildhall then?
Ah, now, this is something I have heard tell of. When I was on the Norse whaling boat, somebody told me that it symbolizes the control that Stromfels has over the storms that oft blast the Sea of Claws.
Oh, yeah, I can certainly attest to them being a thing upon the Sea of Claws.
No need to tell me about that. Anyway, apparently, stormy nights where the lightning racks the sky are a favourite time for certain of the more, well, let's call them fanatical cults to conduct their services to their god.
Ach, and by the sounds of it, I bet if one of them got struck by lightning, the fools would probably consider it a blessing of their sacrifice-crazed god.
Indeed, such would not surprise me. Anyway, as a result of this reputation, the followers of Stromfels have dyed-in-red enemies. Primarily, of course, it is the leaders of the cult of Manan itself who oppose them and take every opportunity to denounce the worship of Stromfels as heretical. And as the cult of Manan grows in power and political influence, it can surely only be a matter of time before the cult of Stromfels is outlawed altogether in the Empire.
Ach, do you mean it's not already?
Indeed, it is not. Most other cults in the Empire simply don't care. But as the cult of Manan inveigles its way into the hierarchy of the Empire, I foresee a future where the political system itself is turned against the cult of Stromfels. That said, though, they already have an enemy who concerns themselves very much with the eradication of the cult. For beyond the land of men, the sea elves care a great deal about the power and influence of Stromfels, and will attack any ships dedicated to him on sight and without hesitation.
Ach, well, that doesn't surprise me about the elves. Anyhow, what's truly going on between Stromfels and Manan? That is what I don't get yet.
Well, that all stems from the hotly debated topic: what are the origins and what is the nature of Stromfels? But if we're going to grapple with that hot coal, then I'm going to need myself another drink.